Hey everyone, welcome back to more Total War Warhammer. I am DisturbingPuppet. We are continuing our campaign here as Wurrzag the Great Green Prophet, currently fighting Chaos primarily. We are at war with a lot of people. We're trying to finish off the Skull Smashers who are out there somewhere. We're trying to find them with Scarsnick. Chaos, Clan Engrund, the Dwarves who we have to wipe out, the Empire who we have to wipe out, Norska, and Wintertooth. Haven't seen really much of the Raiders. So, what's going on? Barrackvar is besieged. We have an army inside. We have a Wa on its way to fight that army. We've got a couple other armies on their way over there. And we've even got another Wa army over here on its way over there. So we're sort of converging. We have a reinforcement army with some better units way down here. So they're just kind of trying to bring up some giants and trolls, black orcs, to kind of swap into the army out there. So the idea is we crush this army, we maybe resettle the territories here to get the region, maybe settle Ackendorf, and then we might have to make a move out and try to destroy the Empire ourselves because no one else is doing it. The dwarves, who we also have to kill, only have one settlement left, and that's here at Karak-Kadrin. They are surrounded by Chaos characters doing stuff. They have a small army inside, but a big garrison. We just defeated a Chaos army here that's now running. We want to track this down and kill it. So this army, I believe, has them as a target. Yep. And then we're trying to track him down with our other two armies here. So we have Azhag, who now has his Wyvern, and then we have Wurrzag here as well, trying to track them down. All right, that's kind of the state of things. We have a decent amount of cash. We are bleeding money, though. So don't really want to spend too much on settlements at this point. We're kind of primarily focused on trying to build up the armies. Once it gets settled, so this force will drop off armies, maybe go back and start recruiting some more stuff. Scarsnick's army is looking for the last of the Skull Smashers out here, somewhere out this direction. Yeah, we're just kind of jumping around. We have this little crappy Scarsnick army. I wouldn't mind if they get wiped out, because then we can just bring Scarsnick back inside my own empire and give him an actual army. But with him, we're kind of looking for the Skull Smashers, who are out here somewhere, I think. They might just have an army. They were here at Grogzend, which we destroyed. So we'll just see if we can find them. They might get wiped out by something else in the process, and if they do, then maybe we'll just kind of walk into a wall with these guys. I'm not sure. All right, that's kind of it. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Let's just advance time and see what happens. Oh, the wall is going in. All right, cool. So the wall is going in. We have my army inside as assistance, and the garrison as well with assistance. So yeah, we should be able to just auto-resolve that. Decisive victory. What did we lose? 308. Spell shield. Nice. Give me some extra cash as well. Lots of goblins. So this wall army, we don't care if they take losses. Not a big deal. These guys took a little bit of damage. Not too terrible. And the garrison doesn't really matter. We're down a little bit. Yeah, just eat them. Very nice.
I knows much more than yous anyway.
Well, the vampire counts might be coming for peace. Oh, but they want money. Okay. 690 gold is almost nothing, really. I already have peace with Templehof. We were kind of at war with these guys before, probably because they're busy fighting chaos and stuff. You know what? I'm actually willing to give you that tiny bit of money just so I don't have to worry about you messing with me. That's fine. 690 gold is kind of nothing. Characters are running amok. We're trying to do what we can about that. Got another character running around. Not a fan of these chaos characters causing me issues. Kind of see where Norska's at. Hopefully they'll do some damage to the Empire. I can just see them because Scarsnick is around. So that's a Fomorian there, messing with Bretonnia. Skull Smashers there we saw for a second. Oh, there they are. They have a tiny little army that's almost dead, it looks like. Being raided, apparently. Alright, we have the better bowstrings, so reload time is better for greenskin bow units. The Chaos Horde has poured in a remorseless tide, scouring all in its past. Yet even the most savage flood must eventually recede, leaving battered survivors to pick through the flotsam on ravaged shores. We are saved, they cry. Heedless of the fact that tides are certain in one respect, they will always rise again. Nice. The old world has survived the onslaught, yet now another wave rolls forth from the accursed chaos wastes. Only by destroying all the hordes and defeating their source, Archaon, can this deadly storm be halted once and for all. Okay, I got some hope there for a minute, and then, alright, it's just more is coming. Fine. We crushed the chaos forces there. Awesome. I don't know why there were two of them there, though. That's a little confusing. Let me take a look down here. Maybe just because they were wiped out? Yeah, so we're all good. So
Let's go.
you guys are now replenishing. The other guys are just sort of hanging out. Alright, so we don't need all you guys. So we could actually settle and then move on, maybe. We might want to just do that. But we do want to kind of change out what we've got in the army. So it's my own guys are raiding. That's what's going on, because they don't have anything to do. Which is kind of weird that they immediately went to raiding stance after fighting a big battle there. Up here, did my WA... Okay, so that was the other one, just didn't show me. The WA did wipe out that Chaos Army. Excellent. Alright, so what we're going to do.
Now's the time.
You're now going to go after... Maybe look for the army itself, specifically.
I am true power.
Okay, we don't have any
Cork and Mork are coming.
legendary units that we could throw in here, apparently. That's too bad. So now it's kind of safe. We can sort of just move them forward. If we could even move into the territory and just raid, maybe? Yeah, that even there is controlled by the dwarves. So if we move up and just start raiding, although I don't know if we can go into raid stance, let's just use the underway here and just see how far we can get. That'll stop me losing any units as well. You guys will do the same. Kind of hang out next to these guys. If we have a chance, maybe we'll just raid here. The Chaos characters are doing stuff, but we do have to wipe out the dwarves to get a victory here. We are losing now a ton of money. I don't know why it suddenly got a lot worse. So you guys have an objective. Okay, Morgulum, we're just going to keep running.
This way.
Alright, so Chaos is coming back. That's unfortunate. Who's this guy? Stop raiding my territory and go attack somebody else, please. How about... What's the nearest Empire thing I can see? Grunberg, apparently? Yeah, why don't you just wander out over there? Go destroy Grunberg. Stop irritating me and go harass somebody else for a bit.
Ready for murdering.
Grimgore is going to recover. We're going to swap some units out, so you can just stay put. That's fine. You now have an objective. Skarsnik. So these guys here have to die. I think that's all they have left.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
So let's try to kill him.
Stick 'em.
Just auto that. This should be fine. Some more money. Gabo Ranter. Leveling. Alright, what did we get here? Bad Moon Banner. Yeah, something we can only give to goblins. I mean... I guess we'll do it. Just give that to you. Sure, why not?
Moving.
Okay, Skull Smashers are gone. Good. So that's another objective done. So now you can just
Your
leave.
schemes. I got schemes.
Don't have to worry about them anymore. Did level up. What do we want? Missile resistance. extra health is always good. What's this? Ambush chance increased. I might take really green, just because there's so much chaos corruption everywhere. What's around us? There's like a big Tylean army here for some reason. I don't know why. There's a bunch of Norse guys around. We'll
Two
just
in one.
head over onto the road there for now. Tylean should leave us alone. Norse might track us down and kill us. Hoping that they'll go after Marienburg here and destroy that for me. That would be nice.
This is my land.
So you have an objective. Why we're losing such an insane amount of money at the moment. Sly is doing what he can. So Grievous has some crappy units for sure. Some trolls. I wouldn't mind resettling the territories just so we have all the region under our control again. I don't know if that's actually a good idea, but
About time.
so that'll let me get some guys back. Here, we're just going to repair. So the army will heal up a little bit better. Chaotic Corruption here has got to be pretty bad. Oh, it's actually dropping by 3%, so that's pretty good. You guys need a target, so how about we also have you go after Grunberg out there. Then Muga. Somebody needs to settle Doc Karaz. I think we do that with him after we put some units, like swap some units between those armies. I think we'll do that, but I could go ahead and settle Ackendorf. Although I feel like Ackendorf's probably pretty screwed. I don't know what the Chaotic Corruption here is. Let's see if it'll show me. Chaotic Corruption is 55%. That is insanely high.
What?
So maybe we just leave that, and I'm just going to kind of hang out here and resupply.
Let's get moving.
I feel like that's probably just the better choice, just to heal up the army. Sly is kind of hanging out, deployed. What are you doing when you're deployed? I'm not actually sure what you're doing. Construction costs are less. Okay. I think he also reduces local chaotic corruption. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Now, I could have this army leave and go settle Doc Karaz and then go back. Surprised we can get there in one turn. Yeah, might as well. There's nothing else around that's going to give me any trouble. It does cost me a bit of money. So we have the province again. Doc Karaz, we're also going to get that online. Okay, for the province, we're currently doing okay. So obedience isn't an issue. How about we get some extra cash out of there, because we definitely need it, although we don't have a lot here. Yeah, we're going to focus cash on armies. We're not really going to do much anything else. Research-wise, so we can go Spider Worship, Leadership for Spider Riders. I think that applies to the Arachnaroks as well. Squigger Riding we don't have much, so it doesn't really matter too much. Extra ammo for artillery, not bad. Charge bonus for chariots. I don't have a lot of chariots. Let's go artillery, extra ammo, I guess. It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
So I think that's everybody. Fortunately, these guys are a bit weak up there. These guys should recover fairly quickly. You have an objective. We're kind of hanging out. We could even put you in ambush stance, maybe. I don't think there's anything around, but yeah, we'll do ambush stance there just in case. Sly's doing his thing. Morglim's on his way. And we'll put that army back in Barrack Var here in just a minute. Why are you there? You're supposed to be going and attacking the Empire far away. Oh, some dwarf characters reappearing. Chaos is kind of keeping an eye on us. I want to see if I can kill that Chaos character. Probably chances are pretty low, but we'll see what I can do. Nope, Marienburg is being besieged. Chaos trying to assault the garrison. So we're on the move against Grunberg. Excellent. They are sort of in the area. They might try to resettle Eckendorf. I'm not sure if they will. One of my armies is on the move out there, for sure. Alright, things have gone relatively well. We'll drop a quick save. Okay. So. Let's swap some units around here, I think. So, Grimgor wants big units and black works and stuff. So we've got Orc Biggins. Night Goblin Fanatics aren't really that useful. So yeah, we've got a couple black works, and we've got giants and trolls. So I feel like all the goblins can leave. Well, at least the regular frontline goblins can leave. We definitely want the black orcs. Let's see. Give you the giants as well. So you're already at 20 stack. So we need like 5 more units to leave. So I think we just have... These guys all are fanatic units. We'll take a couple of them out. And then we'll swap out the savage orcs for trolls.
What you want?
So Grimgor now has a very scary, powerful army, and we're going to throw that back into Barrack Var, for the time being anyway.
Despair involves fighting.
Construction cost is less. Nice. Okay.
Who should we tap?
Ready?
So these guys apparently don't have an objective. Did they just get made? Maybe they did. So... No, they have the target. They're just going the wrong direction. Alright, whatever. Now, with my little goblin army...
You will?
I don't... I mean, like, I'm curious. Maybe I could take that army, actually. But we need the Empire to die, so I don't want to help them in any way, shape, or form.
Gobblers angry.
So, Skarsnik, we just need you to come home, basically. If I go underway, is it further? It's about the same, since we're on the road. Just kind of wander on through and look around as we go. If we get back with Skarsnik still alive, we're going to get rid of all these goblins and kind of go from there. not going to mess with you guys yet. You already have an objective. So Azhag and Wurrzag up there we'll mess with in a moment. Okay, now we could swoop in and retake Ackendorf. What I want to do with Sly, just to see, what are our chances of assassinating this guy? 46%. Let's give it a shot. Hey, we got him. Nice. Spending a lot of cash to do that kind of stuff, but it did actually work out. So that helps a lot. So that'll probably mean he was probably trying to increase chaotic corruption locally or something. So yeah, all that always sucks. So you guys definitely need to recover. So I want to move some army units around between you two. I definitely have some crappy units here that I'd like to get rid of. So we could swing this army over,
The tribe's ready.
pick up some goblins and stuff from them, and give them some savage orcs, maybe? Something like that isn't the worst idea in the world. Or we start running immediately back to start building additional units. If I was to come down to Ekrund, we can make savage orcs. We can make artillery, so we can make rock launchers and doom divers. And we can make up to orc biggins. Oh, and trolls. Okay, so we can make some stuff, nothing like super fantastic. No like really special elite units, although we do have a bonus to trolls at the moment if we wanted to do something with trolls. But I feel like
What you want?
like these goblins are just trash. We do have quite a few regiments of renown here. This army is also very weird with its composition, as you can kind of see, with just massive numbers of Ragnarok spiders. This is the spider ball of death. So we have these guys to keep them busy, a bunch of archers, and then goblin wolf riders and orc boar boys to get around the flanks and stuff. Very odd force, but if we have them with some other regular troops, they should be totally fine. If I were trying... I don't know if there's any recruitment up here. I should have some recruitment. We did just do some stuff. Yeah, we can get like basic savage orcs here. I think that's all.
What?
Alright, Morglum, do we go back and make some Arachnaroks? Do we do something else? Do we supply some better units up here? I think we might want to try to go give some better units.
Yeah, on it.
So since they're recovering anyway, we'll go up and do that, then we'll move them out to start building some better forces. Alright, so you guys, we want to heal up, so you can just sit tight. You guys have an objective. Move to you. Alright, so now we do have an army moving in on Karak Kadrin. We can move in to assist. We are pretty banged up though, honestly. Do I get reinforcements if I raid? Immune to attrition. No, we don't get reinforcements. We just don't lose units anymore. We're kind of out exposed a bit. Our nearest territory is going to be way down over here. As much as I would like to reinforce you guys, I do have a lot of good units here that are hurt. So that does concern me a bit. Muga also just going to hang out till he recovers. Let me take a look up top. If we... So we can get down here, which is still ruins. we have to get pretty far to get within range of Mount Gundabad or Grand Peak. So we have to get down... Actually, it's not that bad, because we can jump to here, and that's just a little bit of a ways to get across the border. This army is mostly fine, though. I hate to isolate units. So I could push in with this army and the Wa. If I go to normal stance and move up here, am I taking attrition? Ambush success chance is quite high. Like, do we want to move in on Karakadrin and hope our Wa is also doing that?
Start the war.
I'd like to do some raiding, honestly. Don't know how far we can
All
get.
right, I'm going.
Nope, I wanted to change stances first.
I'm listening.
Fine, fine, fine.
Great prophet. Good.
Not gonna reload a save for that. You go there. It'll get me over 1,000. That actually puts me positive. Oh, it does give us reinforcements. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, we'll definitely do that. We'll just kind of stay here and raid the Dwarven territory and heal up a bit. That'll be the plan, at least for a while, till we get the armies back kind of intact. Okay, so now we're not losing a ton of cash. Do I want to do anything up here? I should maybe check chaotic corruption everywhere. We're currently at -2 here. Holding steady. Holding steady. Don't care. Holding steady. Quite high, but holding steady. I don't see it going up anywhere yet. I mean, it doesn't always show you unless it's actually going to go up. So it is actually decreasing here already. We could improve that by upping this, but that's a decent chunk of cash to do. 11, 23 up here. A little high. We could actually get this all the way up to rank 3, but that's pretty expensive. It is actually going down slightly. Mount Squighorn actually has some recruiting. Interesting. Alright, is there anything I can do that's going to get me more cash? I mean, we have some of these level 2s. I can up to level 3, but it's a big investment up front. Although we do have a decreased cost here, actually, because Sly is deployed here at the moment. So honestly, it's only 2,000. Well, I mean, we get 100 extra. So even with the reduction, it's going to take us 20 turns for that to pay off. I mean, it's kind of trading money now for money later, essentially. Is there anything better? I think that makes sense. I know we had somewhere that we had picked up. Yeah, the Cave of Shinies and Stunty Mine. So Stunty Mine, I think there's a Cave of Shinies somewhere. That's the Black Orc Forge. This is only a level 1. Let's get that to level 2. Pretty sure we had something else somewhere. I might just be thinking of this. And we've got another Stunty Mine there. I think that's everything. So I'm going to leave it at that point, just doing that one little upgrade there. And everything else we'll just sort of hold off on until we get the economy sort of stabilized. But things are looking better, for sure. Okay, well, armies are actually headed the right direction, sort of. Well, the Empire is apparently attacking Carrick Norn. I really don't care. Sack it, whatever. That region is really not my major concern. Chaos forces running around, chaos characters. We'll have to take a look and see what's going on. Looks like the undead are fighting chaos. There's just a massive number of characters doing all kinds of goofy shit over here by the dwarves, but the king there is actually out. Settlement sacked. Castellan engineers ransacked Carrick Norn, damaging, decorating the buildings, taking 9,000. Sure, whatever, I don't care. Carrick Norn can die for all I care. All my wall got wiped out, so they must have jumped out there. They were not close enough to reinforce, apparently. Let's take a look up here. It is kind of a mess.
Begone.
So Ungrim is out by himself. I don't know if we could actually jump on him without the garrison getting involved as well. The garrison here is quite scary.
Let's take what should be ours. All right then.
So we
let's
can't
do it.
attack him. If I do... Yeah, it looks like the garrison... Well, I can't actually tell. I don't know if the garrison is getting involved in that or not. I don't see an arrow there, so I would hope that would mean that they are not.
Wurrzag is here.
In which case, we might want to just jump on him.
Bandits.
As long as we stay away from Krokadrin itself. Maybe we can kill off this army and then go from there. Yeah, so I see our line going in. I don't see a line coming in from the garrison. Okay, the garrison is coming in. Not what I wanted.
I'm out here.
Alright, we just want to kind of raid and stuff, I think, and sort of lure him away. Azhag can't get away too far, but that should be far enough.
Keep moving. Wurrzag, the great green prophet.
So we'll just see if I can lure him away a little bit
On me way.
from Krokadrin itself. I might have to manually fight that.
Don't think so.
That might be giving them like a massive bonus for the auto-resolve, I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe we can lure him away. Alright, so we're back to losing a bunch because we're not raiding anymore. I just thought we could get in there. It looked like I was going to be fine to get in there, but apparently not. Okay, I've got healing going on. You are on the move. You guys are also healing very slowly. While Sly is here, let's go ahead and get some gold coming in. Alright. You guys have an objective. I don't know why you're not following it.
Ready.
We're going to stay here till we get these guys back to full health. This is now a pretty scary army, actually, except for the Night Goblins.
Yeah.
Alright, so we want to swap out some stuff with Grievits, I think.
Now's the time.
That army's kind of okay.
Me.
Yeah, Morgulum, let's go swap some stuff out with Grievits. He did resettle Akendorf up there, kind of surprising. Alright, I'm going to give you some savage orcs. And I will take these basic goblins off your hands. Got some elite goblin units in there. I think that's a fairly decent upgrade. Do I want to do anything else? I think that's fine. Not a huge difference there. We're just kind of swapping out some basic crummy units. And then Morglim, so we want to go back. We can get Arachnaroks in Carrick 8 Peaks. So I think we just go to Carrick 8 Peaks. We can get Black Orcs further down. We have to go to... is it Karak Asgal? Yeah, I think we've got to go to Karak Asgal if we want to have Black Orcs. But if we just want Arachnaroks, we can go just down to Carrick 8 Peaks.
I'm special.
So Morglim, we're just going to keep moving around.
On the way.
And I might just disband some of these goblins. I don't know how much they're actually costing me. Is that the upkeep there, I guess? The 77? I think that must be the upkeep. So it's not a huge thing, but basic goblins at this point are kind of pointless. So yeah, you guys can just go find something else to do.
Who should we attack?
Totally fine. Alright,
Cast them,
Sly.
boss.
If I deploy you,
Great Green comes.
construction costs are down.
I'll crush them all!
So we wait till you guys all heal up, and then we're going to make a move on the Empire, I think, with you two. And, I mean, we could even send Grimgor as well, but I might need somebody to stay here for defensive purposes. Or we might send Grimgor and one of the other armies and then leave a weaker one behind. Because Grimgor is actually really set to go wreck stuff. Speaking of which, Grimgor probably needs a couple more turns to heal up. Alright, Skarsnik. Let's see, Marienburg looks like it's being besieged. Got armies on the way to Gunberg,
See you later.
Grunberg.
I'm out of here.
What's that weird glow? No, I think it's just showing that we've got armies on their way.
Shifting.
Grunberg still has Altdorf as well. Grunberg has a tiny garrison and no walls. So yeah, our wall armies should be fine at that.
Trixie.
Even Skarsnik might be able to take Grunberg, actually. What kind of garrison do you have? Swordsmen, halberders, crossbowmen, Reichsguard. Okay, maybe not.
I got my brother.
Alright, you guys hopefully will lure the enemy out. Can't change stances into anything interesting. Alright. Is that everybody? Have I done something with everyone? I think so. At least the armies we're going to do stuff with. Okay, losing a little bit of money, should be okay. Oh, I don't give a crap about Carrick Norn. I'm not going to spend any money on Carrick Norn. Are you stupid? Destroy it. I don't care. I don't need Carrick Norn. Said hurry up and wreck it. There we go. Okay, Chaos doing something. It's like they just sacked someplace. I'm hoping that the vampire counts in Templehof can kind of hold off chaos. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out next to me instead of going for their target and just raiding in my own territory. Alright, Carrick Norn's gone, not a big deal. Got another Wa. I think it must be that they can't leave. Like, they have to stay within a certain range of my other force that they're kind of spawned off of. I think that's what's going on.
Plotting and scheming.
I am not 100% sure, but I think that is what's going on. Okay, so there is a road here. I can't tell where exactly it goes. Stay on this side, we don't take attrition, so let's just kind of look around. Nolan is pretty much gone, alright.
Sounds good.
Gonna try to go a little faster here. There's a road there, but we would be taking some attrition, I guess just because of the chaotic corruption. Yeah, it's 54%. Yeah, whatever. We'll just move through it as best we can. Alright, so up here, we didn't tempt him out. So Chaos destroyed Eshin, which I think was a vampire counts. They took some damage, it looks like. There's Archaon himself. Somewhat isolated. Alright, my guys, we're gonna go with a little bit of raiding. A little bit more raiding. So we have global options, but no regiments of renowned, looks like. I mean, we could try to get something in. It'll cost us a bit extra. But a lot of the better units take forever to build. If we just get like a Savage Orc Biggin unit, how long is that going to take? I don't feel like it's probably worthwhile to do, but should be here somewhere. Four turns. Why is there a highlight here? Okay, just to let me know. Upkeep's less. Yeah, but if I do this, we're kind of stuck here for 4 turns without moving. I might stay that long anyway to sort of heal up. I don't think we need to, though. So we're going to stay just kind of raiding for the moment. Morglum, we're going to try to make a run down to Carrick 8 Peaks. Actually, here in Iron Rock. What can I get? So Black Crag has Shamans, has access to Giants. So if I want, actually I'm not even sure where there's Black Crag. So I think I can recruit here if I want Giants just across the border. So we could do that and just grab Giants rather than Arachnarok Spiders. But I do get an XP bonus because we have this. Recruitment costs are less for Spiders. I think that includes Arachnaroks, and experience is higher, but I think that includes Arachnaroks. Again, I'm not sure. It does say Rider units. I think there are technically Riders on the Arachnaroks.
The tribe's ready.
What I could do, let's take a look.
This is my land.
Rank 1. So we did build those guys down there, so I guess not, because these guys only have 1 rank, and these guys are unranked. So I guess building Arachnaroks there really isn't much of a bonus. We might not even be getting a reduction in cost there. It's just the Riders, so these guys. So maybe we just get Giants then. And we can do that like just right across the border. So if we cross over. So yeah, local, we can start recruiting trolls, we could get giants, we can get orc boar boys. Boar Boy Biggins or Boar Chariots. You know what? I think... Wow, that's a lot of money. It's going to take a while. We could just start getting rid of some other units, maybe, once we get some giants in. I don't want to spend too much.
This magic is real.
Let's just start working on a couple giants for the moment. And we'll think about it. These guys need to get up to full health before we go do anything crazy. These guys are wandering off. Also healing up here. Yeah, you guys... How about you go look for Archaon by yourselves. We can kind of scout that way a little bit. Kind of fine with that. Grimgore's almost up to full health. So we could send like Grimgore and another army. Maybe we just go all three, just go nuts. But I feel like as long as I'm here, this stupid wall army is just going to raid in my own territory, which is really irritating. I don't know why they are doing that. You have an objective. How about if I try giving you a different objective? So let's go with Archaon then. Will you actually leave? To win the campaign, Archaon has to be dead as well. So we have to kind of defeat Chaos or just snipe Archaon out at some point and finish him off. Maybe I will recruit up there, I'm not sure. Waiting for recovery. Waiting for recovery. So if we upgrade these, we can also upgrade the gold coming in. How much is that? 1,200? I mean, that's not awful. This does provide me a tiny bit of cash anyway. Currently we're getting, what, 40? This gets me 60. Yeah, I mean, it's not much money, but it's something. But when upgrading this from level 1 to 200 to 300, it doesn't cost a lot to do that upgrade. Should be cheaper because Sly is deployed here. I think I just undeployed him, actually. So let's take a look now. Go up? Yep, it went up to 1520. Alright, yeah, whatever. Alright, we'll just wait then. Fine, be that way. Hey, they're on the move. Probably immediately raiding my territory somewhere else. Okay, Chaos is going for Waldenhof, it looks like, which I would think they would lose. They might just be besieging down there. Another Wa by Azhag. Greenskin war machines are the best, maybe. I recommend starting construction. So if we recruit a chariot, we'll get some extra experience for war machines and less cost of war machines, which does include artillery, I think. That's okay. I don't think it's really a priority. Alright, so the only reason I'm making money is because I'm raiding Dwarven territory. I'm honestly tempted. Wait. I don't see the Chaos Army. I see a Chaos character. I see a couple of Chaos characters, but I don't see Archaon's army anymore.
Great and powerful, war boss.
Interesting. Alright. You guys have lost your objective. Now, we could have these guys go for Ungrim and then move everybody up, and that would create just a massive force here. I feel like the auto-resolve, though, really doesn't count these guys very highly,
Now,
even though we do have a decent number of giants up here. That's a possibility. You're busy recruiting. Let's do this. So Sly,
One's ready.
deploy.
Hurrah, masses.
Let's get you up to level 2 and you up to level 2 at the cheaper cost. Then we can upgrade these. That's probably all I'm going to do for buildings at the moment.
corpse fists.
Grimgore is still healing. You guys lost your objective. How about... Altdorf is out there somewhere. We've got armies wandering around. Send you back to Gundorf. Not that I expect you to actually do anything. So even if we run, we're still pretty far away. I've got decent vision here.
I'm leaving.
Apparently we just lost our war coordination targets, though. Road kind of ends here.
Legging it.
Okay, so we've got a ways to go to kind of link up here. Do I want to just go ahead and boot everything out of this army? Just to get some extra cash coming in. It's costing us like 77 apiece.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks. Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. Who needs killing? You want schemes? I got schemes. Skarsnik! I got me brother. Lots of plans. Plotting and scheming.
Yeah, we don't need an army out here. We just need Skarsnik to come back home and we can give him some units. We'll give him some better units. We've got a whole bunch of night goblins and stuff. Nothing else we can always give him. Alright, so that's going to save me a pretty good amount of cash. I'll think about that. If we were at full strength, I would probably go for it, but this army's still pretty banged up. This army is a bit banged up. So I might just keep raiding here to make money. If I don't have these guys do anything, they'll probably just stay where they're at and also raid, which I'm kind of fine with. We can add additional unit there if we want to. You're still healing. You're still on your way. You guys are still healing. You guys don't have an objective anymore. I wonder if Archaon's dead. I might have to look and see. Let's set the war target out there as well. Yeah, I can actually really quickly check because it's one of the victory conditions. So we've got all of this. All this is taken care of. We actually want just the short campaign because the long campaign's nuts. The short's long anyway. We've done everything. Empire and Dwarves have to die. So apparently Archaon is alive. He just backed off somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm really tempted to try to track him down and kill him off, just to kind of focus on chaos, but we have to kind of deal with the dwarves first, I think. So I think we're just going to keep raiding here for now. That'll get me some additional reinforcements coming in, although it's not much. Down here...
Now!
let's go ahead and grab another giant. Since we do have some okay money coming in, I really was not very impressed with the Night Goblin Fanatic armies units. I'm just kind of keeping them in case we suddenly need another army. Mainly this force is just kind of to ferry better stuff up into other forces. But actually our frontline 3 armies here are pretty good at the moment. So this army's a little weird, but tons of Arachnaroks, kind of fun. This army, a little weak. It's got trolls, it's got 1 Arachnarok. Does have some regiments of renown, some basic savage orcs. Like, we could replace some basic savage orcs with some giants in here. I think that would be good. And then they would be good to go. And then, of course, Grimgore is totally fine. Once this army is healed up, this is kind of the core of my advance. Alright, let's hit it. Yep, they're back to just kind of wandering around, whatever.
Nothing you says will save you from a good squishing.
So the Empire wants peace, but I really can't because I have to wipe out the Empire to get my victory conditions. So I have to say no. If it was just to focus on chaos, I would probably agree, but you know, they've got to die. So we're going to stay at war because I might send some exploration armies out to just go find them and finish them off. Suddenly getting a lot less money there. Oh, we actually beat the Empire just barely at the Battle of Grunberg with our weak army that was up there. Cool. We're raiding our own guys. Awesome. We didn't raise another army. That's fine. Whatever. So these guys are on their way to Grunberg. But I think Grunberg just fell, probably. Did we just sack Grunberg, or are we besieging it? No, we just defeated an army, and we're besieging it, it looks like. Alright, maybe next turn they'll just jump in and finish it. So Altdorf is still alive somewhere out there. Then I think... Well, looks like that retook Eilhart. So they didn't have that before. Eilhart and Marienburg. So maybe after that we'll send some guys to Eilhart.
I hear ya.
Alright, Skarsnik, we need to get the heck out of there. So there's a road here. So let's
Going.
reconnect to the road. Try to get you back home and give you some goblins to play around with. Yeah, making a lot less money now from raiding. My wall army is also sitting here, but they're not getting any money, it looks like. I mean, we are getting some units to recover. Okay, this army is back to being in good shape, but I wouldn't mind swapping out some of these Savage Orcs for Giants, so we might leave them. You guys are doing a good job. Actually, this army is all healed up, so let's have you... come out of the settlement. You guys go in the settlement, which means you should get some additional recovery. Then you idiots are raiding my own territory. Even though I have given you a target out there, you refused to take it. Grimgore is totally good. I mean, I hate to wander across territory here. Am I at peace with these guys now? No. Okay. So Angrund could be a bit of an issue. This was ruins not too long ago.
Yeah, what?
I kind of hate that they resettled Ackendorf here. It is kind of a problem. How about we just try to get out of there ASAP? I don't know. I think we just wait for this other army to be set, so we have multiple armies moving at the same time. You guys have an objective. I kind of feel like we just keep raiding here for the time being. We might spawn another Wa army, you never know. If we do, then we're going to be in really good shape. Alright, down here. Okay, we gotta wait a couple turns before we can upgrade these. Fine.
Now's the time.
This army, I do want to swap some stuff around. You're gonna get a couple giants next turn.
I'll crush them all.
If we cross over,
On it.
then we get the giants, we can just a lot faster just pop them in the army. I think we just swap out Savage Orcs, although these guys probably aren't that useful. Shielded, Armor Sundering. I mean, the Armor Sundering is nice. Very cool. Yeah, probably just swapping out Savage Orcs for some Giants. What else could we do? I mean, we could definitely take out these guys. That's really about the only other one, but these guys do have a decent amount of rank. Yeah, we'll probably just take some Savage Orcs out. That's fine. So Luga's recovering. You're supposed to be doing something, but you're not. Grimgor's good to go. Yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit longer here. And then we'll try to send out a bunch of armies kind of all at the same time to sort of wander out. The question is, if I head out here, do I want to be hunting for chaos? Or do we want to try to wipe out the Empire? I feel like we probably need to wipe out the Empire. Although we're going to take a ton of attrition moving around, but we'll have to maybe go underway a bunch just to try to avoid attrition. But yeah, I think that's probably a good place to stop for today. So we are threatening the last dwarf holdout up here at Karak-Kadrin. If we get another wall army spawning up here, we should be okay, but we're also kind of building up these guys. I probably should have gone ahead and tried to do global recruiting just to get something faster up here to help these armies out. At this point, I don't know if it's really worth it for something that's quick. We could just grab some orc boys for a couple more turns. If we're going to hang out here 2 more turns, which is certainly possible, then that kind of makes sense. I would say 2 would be kind of the maximum we'd want to do. So probably the orc boys are my best choice. Or we could grab another rock lobber. Too many decisions. Too many decisions. All right, I think 2 turns is reasonable. So let's grab that for you guys to get you up to full strength.
On the prophet.
And in Wurzag's army, we can't get a big one into... I even see... I know it's here somewhere. Yeah, 4 turns for the big one. So we can just grab a basic guy, I think. Just give me a basic Savage Orc. That'll take 2. So we'll have a couple turns. Those armies will then be at higher strength, also recovering losses. We might spawn another Wa army. We'll just keep harassing the dwarves till we want to go for it. We'll swap out the giants here next time. Then this army will be good to go along with Muga and Morgrim. Or Grimgor. I keep thinking Morgrim. It's Grimgor. And the Wall armies can kind of assist, and then Skarsnik we give some units to and have him just hold Barak Var temporarily, maybe? I'm not sure, in case they want to mess with us. But yeah, crossing this territory is going to tick off the border princes, but you know what you're going to do. Alright, I think it's a good place to stop, so we'll end there. I think we are doing okay. As you can kind of see, we control a pretty good chunk of the map as the Greenskins. So we have a lot of power. Oh, why it's being weird here. Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to close this, but we can't. So we're doing quite well. We've taken over all the Dwarven lands, most of the... Well, all the Orc lands, most of the Dwarven lands, pushing on up into the last little bit of the Dwarf holds up there. Empire is nearly dead. Last time I looked at them, they had 3. So Dwarves just have the 1. No, Empire's now got 4. I think that was the other one we saw settled there. So yeah, they're sort of expanding some of these wrecked territories and going back into them. Yeah, we're going to have to go kind of kick the Empire when they're down and finish them off, I think. Nobody else is doing it for us. And Chaos is sort of coming after me a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.